Alright guys, so welcome back to Call of the Wild. We are pretty much picking up where we left off with the last episode for the missions, and what we're going to do is investigate a non-responsive collar. So I'm kind of hoping that indicates that we're going to see wolves in the mission system. What we got? Ooh, male plains bison. I'm still looking for a nice level 5. So we come across that, then that's going to be a bonus. What we got? Oh, he's out of there. He's gone. Not messing around. If you're wondering what I've got in terms of loadout today, slot number 1, I'm really liking the 7mm on Yukon, so I've been rocking it pretty much every single time I'm in. Second slot, I think I've gone for, yeah, the 338. I switched it up from the 300 just because I wasn't getting the penetration that I really wanted with the 300, and I've been kind of testing the 300 with some other stuff too, so I did switch back to the 338 just for reliability. But slot number 3 is the old and trusted Rhino. Just so you guys know, 5 out of these 7 animals on Yukon, I think this thing holds integrity with. Okay, so we should be coming up on the non-responsive collar fairly soon. I did want to say to you all, though, something really hilarious. Lately in our Discord, a lot of people have been posting creepypastas or just creepy stories in general. And I've spent the morning today reading them. I had a cup of coffee and I spent the morning reading them. Some of them are terrifying. Some of them are absolutely terrifying to the point where I keep checking over my shoulder because one of the stories, I don't want to spoil it in case you are in the Discord or you're thinking about joining and want to read them. It's actually a really nice surprise. If you don't mind a little bit of like a creepy factor and stuff, this you'll love because people have got so many stories. But I read some this morning and I'm a little bit freaked out. I keep checking over my left shoulder because I keep hearing a noise. Does anybody else ever do that? Like, even though you've got headphones on and you've got the game sound on, you feel like you can hear something or something's watching you, you know? I'm sorry if I'm freaking anyone out, but I just wanted to let you all know that. All right, how far away from this collar are we now? All right, so we're pretty much there. I'm kind of hoping that it's just a collar left on the ground. I wonder what that's going to look like with the snow down. Has the predator been on the Yukon? What is this?
Looks like wolves got it. But something scared them off before they could really finish their meal. Grab the collar and you're good to go.
Okay, where's the collar? Oh, there it is. Okay, there's the collar on the ground. Interact.
Okay, I think we're done here. Let's move on before anything comes sniffing around. The researchers have been using Copper Bowl Lake Outpost as their base camp, and you can drop the collar off there. Don't expect company, though. The research team are always out and about.
Okay, so drop off the collar at the marked outpost. So we just got to drop the collar off, and I believe this is where the research team was supposed to be staying. I was kind of hoping that we'd see someone. That's one thing that Call of the Wild's never done.
I knew I could count on you to get the job done.
Hell yeah.
You're becoming my ambassador out here, and I gotta say, your work so far has impressed me.
A+.
At this rate, I'll actually be able to do some paperwork today. Seems a little strange to be excited about that, I guess. Hopefully, I'll manage to spend some time with my wife this month.
Oh, that's really sad.
Now that I remember, I gave your number to Oscar, the researcher in charge of this particular population study. He and I work well enough together, but you'll be better placed to help him out. You might have already heard from him about work he needs help with. He injured his knee in the summer, so he's a little behind schedule. The other group I know about is a film crew that asked for our help to shoot a documentary about what they call local folklore. Apparently they've toured the USA hunting for monsters or aliens or something.
That's right up my street.
A place as wild as this has its stories, of course. From native Alaskan myths to the tall tales of drunken gold miners. I've been here for almost 2 decades, and I've only seen Bigfoot twice. At church.
Oh, this guy's got jokes. For a second, my heart skipped a beat, and I was like, wait a second. Are they hinting that there's actually an Easter egg on the Yukon? Because I'll find it. I'll spend all my time trying to find it. So, if you didn't know, there is a really, really cool, almost scenic area there you can go on the Yukon. And it's got a massive mine next to it. It's pretty much plopped right on top of it. This whole mountain here, you can see out on across the whole of the Yukon. It's actually really nice too. Those of that seen it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But even just the mine itself, it's really cool to see. It was like one of the first things that I wanted to take a look at because obviously it catches the eye. So let's make it over that way, see what we're going to do. And hopefully we find out more about these folklore or the folklore that people have been talking about because I'm interested. Let's go. Oh, wait a second. I've just realized something. Let me show you guys this. So quite a while ago now, I was going around the Yukon map and just kind of taking a look at the areas, you know, seeing what animals we can come across, the usual stuff. I came across a point of interest and it said the hairy men. Now, I took a second glance at it because I was like, oh, that sounds like a Bigfoot. Well, read what it says. And I'm going to butcher this as always, so I apologize in advance. But it says, the Urayuli are said to be 10 feet tall, furry ape-like creatures with glowing eyes. Though generally seen as benevolent, legend has it that they are transformed bodies of lost children that went missing in the woods. This is made all the more unsettling by their eerie wailing. Let me know if anybody has heard anything like that, daytime or nighttime in the Yukon. Now, you've got to know the difference between it being a wolf and some kind of eerie wailing, if there's a difference. If you have, let me know if you captured it, because I'd love to hear that. I think I'm going to do it too. If I'm just kind of going around, especially at nighttime and stuff, I'm going to leave the cameras rolling just in case I capture anything.
The buildings are still all locked up. It should be a quick search. Whoever was here has probably moved on, but I want to be certain.
Wait, so you're saying that people could be here? All right, we're whipping out the Rhino. We're not taking any chances. If there's someone around, they're going to feel the full force of a 454. But this area, though, in all seriousness, it's so cool to see. Look how run down it is. And look, the earth has reclaimed it.
My last inspection was 6 months ago, and all the buildings were secure. Let me know if you see anything suspicious.
Okay. So we got to do a little bit of detective work. I like it. What we're looking for? We're looking for like...
Ash left now. Oh, and they kicked down one of our keep out signs. Would you replant it, please?
Where's the keep out sign? Let me have a look around first. I don't just kind of want to do it and then move on. I want to show people that haven't experienced this yet. Just look how nice this is. Look at it. It's so cool. I wish you could parkour your way up there, though. And like get some nice spots for some cool pictures. Because if you're like me, you don't just play the game for the animals. Sometimes, like, when you find, like, a nice area, like, you're looking out on, you'll get pictures. And you'll be proud of that just as you would getting an animal. It's really cool. I like this old minecart, too. Interact. Wait, what?
I'm trying to think of something less suspicious than a minecart out here. Nothing springs to mind.
So they don't see that as suspicious, that a minecart is just out here. I would definitely be asking questions. Those things are so cool, though. I've seen people turn stuff like that into tables and stuff. It's awesome. What else we got? Oh, wait, is this open? The boards are missing. We go in.
Something's not right here. This door should be locked.
Yeah, the chain's broken. Who's in? Who's inside?
The building's empty. I don't know why they'd want to be in here anyway.
There's a hunter mate there.
I'm going to call Gabriella Baden's film crew. The one I was telling you about. I just want to make sure it's not them who have been breaking into the buildings.
Oh. This it? Yeah, look at that. It's flashing. That's really cool.
Is that the phone I'm calling? Not much point in me calling it now, huh? I didn't expect this from a professional film crew. What possessed them to enter this building? I need to speak to them about what they've done here. That phone you picked up is the only way I had of contacting them. So we're gonna have to track them down. Given their total lack of bushcraft or respect for their surroundings, it should hopefully be an easy trail to follow. You've done a lot to help, but this is gonna need an officer on site just in case things get ugly. I'm on my way.
Okay, what now? Gabriella Baden, Bigfoot hunter?
There's a column of smoke. It looks like it's coming from close to one of our lookouts. I told you they'd be easy to track. Let's catch up with them before they set the whole forest ablaze.
You see, seeing something like that in the game where there's smoke, it just really makes me want to have that in Call of the Wild. Like, being able to set up a campfire and have some food, you know, just chill out. Especially like a multiplayer game. It's such a small thing, but it would be so sick if you were playing with friends. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I've always wanted that in Call of the Wild. Ever since I've seen those little campsites you can come across. I think it was like in episode 2 when I first mentioned it. And I've never forgot that since then.
Look at the mess around here. It looks like something big has turned the place upside down.
Oh, wait, there's no
Our
way.
first concern is that fire. Douse it, will you?
Are they genuinely hinting that there's a Bigfoot in the Yukon? Just having a little look around, just in case there's anything queued up for this mission sequence. I don't want to miss it. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to miss it. They're definitely hinting towards something. You guys know what it is. Checking everywhere. Every single side of this hill before I put that fire out. I'm not seeing anything. It's going to be somebody in a suit, isn't it? I'm going to get so trolled by this. But look at this. Oh, look, there's damage. People have been wounded. What's all this? The hell is that? Bigfoot bait? What the hell is that supposed to be? What does Bigfoot like to eat? Let me know in the comments. Alright, put the fire out.
Take a look around their camp and see if there's anything that can tell us where they went.
I just did.
No, surely not. Not even the most ignorant townie would even consider baiting animals out here.
So he's talking about this, right? There we go. Interact.
Bigfoot bait. Looks a lot like dog food and stale donuts to me.
So what is it? They're not going to tell us what's in there? I want to know how to bait a Bigfoot.
Look,
Interact.
a notepad. Interior haunted mine. Explains a little bit about their trespassing.
Wait. They're going to be making a movie, aren't they? That's what it's going to be. It's going to be something to do with the mine and a Bigfoot chasing people down into it. I'm calling it, guys. I'm calling it. What else we got? Another notepad.
What's this? Notes on their show, maybe? Oh, it's a script. Wow. She's dedicated it to her younger self. Well, this tells a story of some truly bizarre people, but it doesn't help us find them. That was a scream, but I can't see anything. Get to the lookout. Maybe you'll see something that I can't.
Okay, that genuinely made me jump. I might have to mute that so you guys didn't hear it. Okay, so based off the noise, I think we're dealing with misidentification here. It's got to be a grizzly bear, right? Because off that noise, what we just heard, I'm pretty certain that was a grizzly down there chasing somebody. And some poor soul is fleeing for their life from a grizzly bear. But I don't think we're dealing with a Bigfoot, and that's probably why nothing's been eaten. Having said that, would bears even eat that, like dog food and donuts? I'm sure they would. I don't think bears, especially grizzlies, are fussy eaters. Unless there's an expert in the comments or somebody watching this video.
I got them. They're here, coming out of the forest. Over here! Make your way to me! Get into the plane!
Okay, what's happening? Okay, it says get to the lookout. I have no idea what's going on. I think he's trying to rescue somebody from maybe a grizzly bear, like I was saying. We're going to find out.
Everyone is on board. It looks like a bear attacked one of them. She needs a doctor right now.
I called it.
I can't wait around. We're taking off.
Oh, look at that. You can actually see the plane.
Heading back to base. We'll have a doctor standing by. Can you take care of their camp? We can't have it lying around, attracting bears.
Are they talking about the one that I just passed? Whipping out the 338 because he said, get rid of the camp so it doesn't attract bears. Okay, good. I'm not seeing anything. There's a lot of bears around this area, so I wouldn't put it past it. Interact.
Baden's face and shoulder were pretty torn up.
Oh.
She took a swipe from a fully grown grizzly. All while her friends accidentally, or should I say incidentally, bear sprayed her.
Wait, they bear sprayed her?
Her life, though. They thought that a .22 pistol was enough protection against grizzlies.
It's a pea shooter.
So as well as spraying the bear, they shot it in the side. I've seen bears shrug off spray and even larger caliber rounds.
So I'd say these guys are lucky it decided to run off, instead of making it angrier. Anyway, Boden's in surgery this morning. The bear's claws gave her some nasty head wounds, and it was able to sink its teeth into her shoulder before running off.
Oh, that sounds so
She'll be out
painful.
of it for a few days. I'll question her when doctors say she's ready. I have to say, you handled yesterday well, Chichiko. You kept a level head, even when things went off the rails. I've had rookie troopers under my care who would have struggled in the same scenario. It's entirely possible that you saved that film crew's lives.
Hell yeah.
Sandy might have told you, but she's delighted that you've had this effect on the reserve. In this past week, we've spent more time together than we had done in the entire previous month.
Oh, nice. He got to see his wife.
In fact, now that the reserve is ready for winter, and I have my ambassador out there, I'm making plans to take Sandy and my girls on a trip somewhere nice.
Nice.
What do you think? Beach, lake, skiing trip? I'll ask Sandy tonight when I get home.
I would go skiing.
Oh, and when I get back from my vacation, you and I should discuss your contract.
Oh, yeah. 6 figures.
Winter in the Yukon is no picnic. But I'd like to invite you to stay on indefinitely, if you're interested. You'll be an old sourdough like me in no time.
I like that. I like the way they made it personal like that. Almost like you're part of the family. I love how much money you get from this. One of the things that I did really like in that last one there was when they were talking about the bear sinking its teeth into the shoulder. I mean, don't get me wrong, that sounds terrible. And people have had to go through stuff like that. But that also did remind me of the stories in real life where people have had to fight bears off to survive, or even after a bear attack, they've had to drive themselves to hospital. Just such incredible stories. Alright, so seeing as though we blew through the main missions fairly quickly, let's have a look at the side missions. So the first one is, show me what you got. And it's from Kayla Johnson. Look at Kayla's face. She doesn't look too impressed with us, guys. She says, hey there, this is Kayla Johnson. I'm guessing you probably know my name from online videos on my blog. I hear you're the new hunter around here. You up for a challenge? Harvest a wolf so I know you're up for the task. Should be easy for a professional hunter. I feel like she's throwing a little bit of shade. Maybe it's the way I read that a little bit, but harvest a grey wolf is the mission objective. Alright guys, so pretty weird turn of events. I just glanced across the lake back there and I'm fairly certain that I've just spotted a melanistic caribou. And then I looked over to the left hand side because I heard noise and I've just spotted a piebald caribou, male. So I'm going to try and bring him in. Right, let me see. Oh, actually, I think you guys can see him just behind that tree over there. I'm going to make one call and you should be able to see him just behind a couple of trees. There he is. He's only level 3, but even so, nice piebald. Would like to get both of them though. Still no wolves yet, but I'll take a piebald. Here he comes. I actually don't like going for these shots, but that should be more than enough to drop him. Yep, I think he's down up ahead. So, nice. We got ourselves a piebald. There is a melanistic over there too, which I'm definitely going to come back for, but I really, really want to find a wolf. It's been a fair bit of time since I last spoke to you all when I came across these, so alright, let's see what we did. Not going to be the nicest or cleanest of shots, but look at this. Nice. Another pipe. I really like the way these things look in the caribou too, or this fur type. Right, let's claim this thing. Is it going to let us? There we go. Alright, 100% everything. 276, 749 as a score. Silver. Weight was 170. Piebald. Look at him. Ooh, level 8 mythical. Okay, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to switch to the Rhino. Oh, they definitely want a piece of this. Stay down, wolf. Stay down. I had a couple of high levels here. One of these guys is a mythical. One of them is. I'm not sure which one it is. Oh my god, my heart is pumping. Don't you dare do it. I think it's that one on the right over there. No, don't run away. Don't run away. Which one is it? Is it you? It's you, isn't it? Oh. Nice. Okay. I think it got caught in something, and then we took our chances. So we can double check that we have consecutive with this. Should be a nice gold. I'm wondering how close that is to 75 kilos, 623. I wasn't really placing these shots. Barely broke a sweat. Silver again, integrity bonus. I got 2 shots with the 454, but I only did get a single shot with the 7mm on that mythical. And we completed the side mission. Harvest a grey wolf. And 942 with a weight of 74.13 kilograms. I really like the different fur types on the wolves too, but that's not a bad gold to get. It's quite a nice find, especially for that side mission. Alright guys, so I think this is where we're going to end. Really nice picking up where we left off from the previous episode with the missions and then finishing them up. And obviously finding out that they did throw some kind of Bigfoot mission in there. Turns out it was a grizzly bear, but even so, it's still really cool. Then we switched over to side missions and we came across a piebald and a level 8 mythical wolf. I'll be sure to make sure that I capture footage of that melanistic caribou if I do come across it again, and anything else that I find. But also, let me know in the comments if you guys have found anything cool while you've been out around the Yukon. For now though, we are going to end. So thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you all in the next one.